Most of you have heard by now that there's a Space Jam sequel, right? Well, it's true. Space Jam: A New Legacy came out July 16th, and this sequel is jam-packed with our favorites from the Looney Tune gang and star special guests that you never would have imagined. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 cameos in Space Jam: A New Legacy. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel too if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon as well so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. The OG classic came out in 1997 featuring Michael Jordan as the lead, but even though he's not returning, 23 long years later we finally got a sequel. Space Jam: A New Legacy stars LeBron James and his son Dom, who gets trapped in a digital space by a rogue AI. To get home safely, LeBron teams up with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the rest of the Looney Tunes gang for a high-stakes basketball game against the Goon Squad. Also included in the movie are a number of surprise appearances from some of Hollywood's most talented actors, but today we'll be talking about our top 10 favorite cameos. Starting off at number 10, we have Sarah Silverman. Sarah Silverman, best known for her works in Wreck-It Ralph, School of Rock, and I Smile Back, was definitely not expected to appear in Space Jam: A New Legacy, as she is not someone with major notable ties to LeBron James or even Warner Bros. But the veteran comedian played a super short role in the beginning of the film. Although short, it was really fun to see her in this movie. For number 9, we have Steven Yeun. Alongside Sarah Silverman is none other than Steven Yeun, who also plays a Warner Bros. Studio executive. Steven Yeun is such a popular actor thanks to his roles in shows like The Walking Dead and Invincible. However, just like Sarah Silverman, Steven also doesn't really seem to have any connections to the other cast members and characters. But even so, it's always great to see such a familiar and handsome face. For number 8, we have the Justice League. Now you may or may not have noticed their appearance, but the Justice League definitely were in Space Jam: A New Legacy. We see Bugs Bunny take LeBron's to Metropolis, where they find Daffy Duck dressed up as Superman, while Porky Pig recorded his antics. When the antics are over, Justice League characters are seen hovering over the city. Up next for number 7, we have Lil Ray Howery. It was definitely expected to see a bunch of cameos at the big game by the end of the movie. Most of them were already featured in the original trailer. Some cameos included Scooby-Doo, the Iron Giant, the Night King, and Pennywise to name a few. But it was a warm surprise to see Lil Ray making hilarious commentary for the big game. Best known for his roles in Get Out, Tag, and Bird Box, he was definitely a fun addition to the sequel. For number 6, we have Ernie Johnson Jr. The cameos mentioned before were fun to spot, but not that realistic. So when we talk about basketball, who other than Ernie Johnson Jr. to make Space Jam: A New Legacy more legit? Ernie Johnson Jr. is a veteran of the sport, known from the NBA on TNT coverage, and in the movie gave an actual play-by-play of the big game. I don't know if he'd make a good actor, but he definitely has the qualifications for the role he was given. For number 5, we had Nerdlocks. These aliens were the antagonists in the OG Space Jam, commonly known as the Monstars, and although they don't have quite the huge role as they did in the first movie, it was still heartwarming to see them again in the sequel. For number 4, we have Rick and Morty. It's not surprising that Warner Bros. Flexed their most popular animated series, and of course, it has to be done in a Rick and Morty way. Yeah, that's right, since we saw the duo drop off the Tasmanian Devil, we shouldn't be shocked if WB releases a special of the trio's adventure. Moving on to number 3, we have Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, voiced by Rosario Dawson, worked with Lola Bunny for a brief scene, showing the audience the shared bond of powerful females. Next up for number 2 is Bill Murray. Bill Murray returns again. Well, not in the movie, but at least in the credits. And if you're the type of person who waits until the credits finish, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Spoiler alert, there's a never-before scene of Murray hanging out with Bugs Bunny, which is pretty wholesome. And last but not least, for number 1, we have Michael B. Jordan. No, not Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. Although not the same hype, the way WB segued it made the scene very clever. At halftime, Sylvester claims he found Michael Jordan, even though the names were similar. Everyone else knew that wasn't the OG Jordan, and yet Michael B. Jordan even walked into the scene under MJ's iconic Chicago Bulls theme song. So hilarious. But anyways, that's all the time we have for you guys today. What did you think of the cameos in Space Jam: A New Legacy? Are you happy with our picks? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next time, but until then, goodbye.